morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. And this evening, I'm having a conversation with Jim Barker from Scotland. Hello, Jim. How are you doing?
Oh, hello, Caroline. I'm fine, thank you. All
Good.
the better for seeing you.
Oh, thank you so much. How flattery will get you everywhere. So, what have you been up to? Anything good of late? I've not seen you in a little while.
Now, I'm afraid I'll be keeping a bit of a low profile while I'm teaching myself to do videos for TikTok and things like that. Just I got challenged by Faye Waterman to get involved with TikTok, and I kind of left it for a while. Started
And
to
you thought I
embrace
better
it.
do something.
Yeah, otherwise she'll come and scalp me. And so it's been
Oh, she's
interesting. Just
it's Kate a pussycat. She's fine. But yes,
so
it's quite challenging, isn't it? Sort of going onto a new platform and learning how it all works.
Yes, learning what all the protocols are and what you can do and what you can't do and things
Yeah.
like that. But basically, what I've been doing is I've been going through my back catalogue of cartoons and things like that and turning them into videos and animations. And just working my way through them.
That's good. Oh, well, it gives another perspective, doesn't it, to what you do?
Well,
It brings it up.
they're lying there doing nothing.
Well, yeah, you might as well do something with them.
This is why the first thing I did with them was I turned them into T-shirt designs.
Yeah.
So they may as well be
Mm.
recycled and what have you.
Yeah. Oh, excellent. Excellent. Well, I always ask one question that sets us off. And my question is, what is it you enjoy when you're not working?
I enjoy not working.
Well, I know one or two things that you do enjoy, so
No.
let's see if you come up with those
I
answers.
enjoy reading. I enjoy reading. I enjoy. I don't really enjoy anything active like sports and things like that. Either participating or watching. I'm very much comfy chair and book guy. Um, I like reading. I used to be a big science fiction fan. I read nothing but science fiction. And
Mm.
then I saw the light and then I read crime and mystery. And then that's what I'm into.
So, is there any particular author that you enjoy or
It
genre?
depends. It depends who takes my fancy. I mean, all the
Okay.
big ones like Ian Rankin. Um, the one you will know through TTBCA. I tend to spend most of my Saturdays browsing bookshops and charity shops.
Well,
And it
this is what
just,
I was coming to this.
that's why you're coming to, all right.
Yes.
Um, if you can buy and get books like for 50p or something like that, there's always something there you can take a punt on. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, what?
yeah.
Yes.
And if it doesn't, you just read it later.
And you're not
Um,
losing a lot if you pay 50 pence out for a book.
that's right, yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
Well,
some of the.
I'll even go so far as a pound.
Oh, Jim,
I'll
that's pushing the bush out.
I'll even,
That's really
there's,
pushing the boat out, isn't it? A
there's,
pound.
I came up, I, I mean, I go way back with, um, one of my favorite authors was a guy, I was actually a duo called Ellery Queen. He's an American writer. He was one of the Golden Age writers. And there were two people who wrote under a pen name, Ellery Queen. And they wrote good old-fashioned whodunits, mysteries.
Yeah.
And there was also at the same time, at the same time, I discovered a guy called Ed McBain, who was an American crime writer who wrote police procedurals. And for a while, those were only two crime fiction people I read. I was busy reading XF's Asimov and Clark and people like that. But this is what I say. I'm happiest browsing bookshops.
Good. I mean, you can find all sorts in a charity shop, can't you? Book wise. I mean,
Yes.
it's a massive. It's like a
Well,
TARDIS, isn't it? There's some of the shelves.
for a while there, I was book scouting and finding books and then sticking them up on eBay. And um, I once made enough money doing that to pay a tax bill, which was,
Gosh, wow.
there you go. Yeah.
Yeah.
You,
I mean,
you know,
yes,
that's all.
there's all sorts you can do and find in charity shops.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
I'm speaking to you today using one of these hoop lights, for
yes,
buying,
yes.
yeah, which I got for £3 at a charity shop.
Good old
Um,
charity shop.
and somewhere here,
Brilliant.
I have uh, one of these radio mic type things.
Yeah, yeah.
Again, I go for £3 at a charity shop. So there we go.
You got
As you say,
you had some really great finds in those charity shops up there.
yes.
Yeah.
Well,
it is amazing what you can find. It really is.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
yeah. If you're um if you're thorough enough to go around them, yes.
yes.
I noticed, by the way, the BBC has started doing a daytime series, which is like a charity shop hunt, like bargain hunt. But the idea is to go around charity shops and
Oh,
find things you
really?
can. Yes, it's sort of like
Oh,
about
okay.
two and a, pitching my idea.
Well,
Maybe
that's
that
not
would
on,
go.
is it? Did you
Oh, well,
copyright it, Jim?
that means I won't be able to find anything that
No.
everybody will. Charity shops.
They'll all be gone.
Yes, yeah,
But I remember way back in the 80s, a house that my late parents bought in to um, be able to allow one of my brother, me or my one of my brothers and my two brothers, if things didn't go quite right, that we could go and live there and look after the house. And I actually furnished the house from adverts in the paper, people
right,
giving
yeah,
away furniture,
yeah,
and
yeah.
it furnished the whole house. And it didn't look tacky. It didn't look, and it looked really
No,
quite smart. It's
it's
amazing what you can find.
fine, yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately for me, there's a charity shop opened up about a year ago, right at the top of my street.
Oh, that's
And
such a shame, Jim.
it just
Oh
means
dear.
I
So
get,
if you're so if you can't be
come,
found,
come,
you know where you are. Yes, it's begging
yeah,
you
yeah,
in. Come in, come in.
yeah,
Oh dear. Yes, it's dangerous, isn't it? I mean, there
yeah.
are some very good charity shops around, I have to say. Yeah.
There are ones who have discovered the value. So like the Oxfam shops, they all charge like
Mm,
£2, £3 per
yeah.
book. But it's like different.
So how many locally do you have? Do you have quite a few that you can sort of do the rounds?
I spend a good deal of Saturday. I have about 7 or 8 in the
Oh,
town.
that's quite a lot.
Yeah. And
Wow.
there are various
So
ones which are up markets and various ones which are down
yes.
below.
Yes, well, it's good to have a bit of a mix, isn't it? To have a bit of a one up there and a middling one and perhaps a lower one. You can find all sorts in all of them. So do you always visit them every Saturday or every other Saturday, or do you visit a couple and then wait a little while to go back
But
to them?
this is why I keep saying on TTBC that I'm a sad person. Yes, I do them every Saturday. If I don't do the town, I'll go somewhere like one of the suburbs
Yeah,
and I do there. Yeah, so I
why
mean,
not?
yeah, it used to be when I was younger and a lot fitter. I would go through like to Edinburgh and get off at one railway station and then
Mm,
work my way across town to the other railway station, taking in every single bookshop and then bookshop.
why not? Is what I say. Why
Can't do
not?
it. Can't do it these days, I can tell you.
Well, even locally, I think it's a great thing to be able to go out shopping on a Saturday and go looking through all the
Yes.
charity shops.
But I do
I don't.
recycle. I do take stuff into them as well.
Yeah, yes, because it's kind of paying it forward, isn't it? You
Yeah.
buy from them, and then once you've got the use out of it, you
Yeah.
finish reading it or whatever, you then take it back in, and they can make more money on the same thing. It
Yeah.
it's a whole
But
I can't think of the word, but it's self-propelling,
yes.
and I think it's brilliant. And I look a lot in charity shops, and there's some brilliant things. I found a lovely polka dot Mac, a fold up Mac,
a friend came to visit me, and
Yes.
it was a red with white spots, and it was a fold-up Mac. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to wash it with some waterproof stuff that I do with my other jackets, my other walking jacket things, and stick it through and re-waterproof it.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
Mm.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not? But yeah.
Um, I also do also a lot of drawing and stuff like that as well,
Hmm.
just to keep hand in. Um, but I'm not um, a sports fanatic in any shape or form. I can't sing and I can't dance, so that's why I said copies with a book.
Well, we're all good at something, and we all can't be good at the same thing. So, you know, I think it's brilliant that you did what you do,
And
Oh,
you know,
of course you can't see because I've got my background on. It's the piles of books I have in the background.
well,
Yeah,
I keep seeing a brown cap.
that's my yes.
But yes, yeah, I think it's brilliant, and I think you throw your hand to all sorts, you diversify in all sorts. Things don't tend to stand still, though, do they? You have to sort of move with the times a little bit. And the books that you get from, presumably, are they all fiction books, or are some of them sort of cartoon
I'm not
books?
sure. It's just whatever takes my fancy.
Right.
Um,
What
like
leaps out of the shelf at you?
yeah, I know. Like Saturday there, I bought and I found the autobiography of Roy Hudd. So
Oh,
yeah, I just 50p try that. Yeah.
yeah,
Um,
fascinating man he is.
yeah, yeah. Um,
Yeah. Oh, brilliant.
it's,
Yeah. So it's an education as well as keeping your mind
it's really interesting.
cognitively flowing.
It's like going out with your pocket money and saying,
Yeah.
I've got 50p here. What can I
Yes.
spend this on?
I say, yes. I've saved up a bit this week. What can I buy? It's
You know,
brilliant.
mum
Yeah.
is giving me
I'm all
50p
for
for
it.
it. Yeah,
I'm all for that. Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. All for it. And do you ever come across some gems that
Oh, yeah.
really?
Like your first editions and things like that.
Yes. Yes.
Um, as I was saying, though, they're getting a lot more. You
Savvy,
find
aren't they?
like Oxfam or whatever actually employ people to
Yes.
vet the books now. And it's trying to find the ones where they're just, you know, um,
Yeah. They've
also,
become very savvy, haven't they? They've become
yeah,
very
this is,
aware of what is.
yeah.
worth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is what I was saying was that 1 year, um, when I did do this, I should have made enough to pay a tax bill of £1,500. And it was just,
Wow.
so
That's brilliant, isn't it? To be
yeah,
able to buy something you enjoy
yeah,
and then sell what you enjoy and then
yeah.
pay a bill.
That's what I've been trying to do all my life.
Bless you. Oh, well, we can all take a leaf out of your book.
Wow, there we go.
Yeah, I think it's a brilliant tack.
What can I
Why
say?
not? Yeah, yes, I
Mm.
think it's brilliant tech. But yeah, so have you come across any really
Brilliant first editions in your years of looking.
The first one, the only one really jumps to mind was um, it was a charity shop in Edinburgh. I discovered a large format book, and it was golfing prints, golfing cartoon prints.
yeah?
And I was them because of about it. But when I looked at it, it was a first edition. And when I looked up, it was like about £130
Wow.
for it because it was a first edition.
Yeah,
So there's things like that. Um,
brilliant.
there's something
Yes,
else. Something else will come to mind in a minute.
I'm sure.
Um,
Yes, I'm
Ian
sure.
Rankin, who you know might know as a crime writer. Um, his very first book wasn't a crime novel. It was a book called The Flood. And I spotted a copy of this in a shop in the High Street. And I
Mm.
went by to research it. It was worth about £200 or £300 because it
Wow.
was a first edition.
Yes.
Yeah,
So that particular one, The Flood, they had a drama on ITV called The Flood. Was that what it was based on?
no, nothing to do with that. No, it was um, I say it wasn't a crime novel. It's actually a family saga type thing. This is before we
Right.
got into
Okay.
crime.
Yes, because this was about murders and all sorts. This one, and I just wonder whether it was based on the same author.
So the other thing that you're asking along drama time, I used to be, say, a big science fiction fan, and I'm not a crime fan. And I used to go to conventions a lot.
Oh,
I used to go to, like, 40 years ago over the Easter weekend, you find me somewhere in Britain attending a science fiction convention. And,
right.
this was,
Like Star Trek and things like that.
well, science fiction fandom is in little pockets of people. So over there are all the Star Trek fans, and over
Right.
there are all like the war gamers, and over
Right.
there there's people who are just there to drink and meet their friends,
Right.
which is me. And this was because you had to go to a convention. The one thing we all had in common was we were all interested in some aspect of science fiction.
Yeah.
And this was the one time we could all get together without people going,
Oh, they're odd.
because
Look
yeah,
at them.
because we were all, what they used to do was take over a hotel for the weekend, and it didn't matter, you know, that this was your
Yeah.
um, domain.
Yeah. What you enjoy
It was
doing.
interesting.
Yeah.
Um, if you wanted to spend the weekend dressed up as Darth Vader, nobody's going to spend a
No.
Baton Island.
No.
If you
Of
just
course
want to
not.
spend the weekend getting drunk in the bar and talking, you
You
get away with
you
that as
could.
well.
Yeah. No, I
But
think it's.
you
I
got
think.
to meet authors,
Yeah.
you
I
got to
think
meet
it's.
authors and well, yeah, as well.
Yeah.
But what was
Oh,
interesting
the
was,
authors went too.
oh yeah, this was where
Oh,
you got to
wow.
meet your own author, and there's signing sessions and things like
Right.
this.
So you could
Um,
take the books that you had and
yeah,
get them
yeah,
signed. Oh,
increase
wow.
the value, get
Oh,
signed first editions. There you go. What was
brilliant.
interesting was for various reasons I kind of dropped out. I started reading mystery, crime and mystery, and I discovered that exactly the same thing happened to the crime and mystery people. So I ended up going to conventions of those type of
Oh,
people. Like I've
right.
been to conventions in America called they're called the Boucher Cons after a guy called Anthony Boucher. He was a
Mm.
crime writer and editor, and he just felt. I mean, I walked in, I felt at home because I spent so much time at ASF conventions. And it just
Wow.
I had I got to know a whole bunch of people through the internet, and
Yes.
it was just great to meet them all face to face.
Wow.
So
I mean,
that was the other thing I enjoyed.
I knew about the sci-fi conventions,
Yeah.
but I wasn't
Oh,
aware of the crime conventions. But I suppose it makes sense
yeah.
that if
If there's an
you're,
interest, and then somewhere there'll be a convention for it
yeah,
or group or what have you.
yes,
Um, like things like this called Knot, and all those people who do war recreations. A lot of
yes.
them are science fiction fans because they're all kind of the same areas in common.
Well, yes, and there's the I've seen the battles, the people that go in as roundheads and cavaliers and all that sort of thing. You've got those
That's
sorts of
fine.
things as well. They're a kind of convention, aren't they, where people
Exactly.
meet together.
This kind of thing. It's a bit like networking
Well,
because
yes, it is, isn't it?
this is where
Yeah,
you go to meet people who have the
yeah,
same interests. Um,
yes.
yeah,
And what they have one locally here. We've got a place called Cressing Temple, which is a very old. There's a very old grain barn there, and the site is linked to the Knights Templars
all right.
from Lindisfarne,
and they very often have like the old American Jeeps and the
All
tanks
right,
and
right, okay.
everything.
Yeah.
And in the summer, everybody would, that doesn't know this, there would be a laser, and the
All
two
right. Yeah.
lasers were doing this all around the sky. And there's people on social media, what the hell are those lights?
See,
They
but
think there's something odd's going on. But yeah,
there's things that, I mean, as I say, these are because it's interesting how things like that, and you get people pointing fingers and going, but it always crossed my mind. Nobody says anything like that about football fans,
No,
but they spend their weekends dressing up and
they
going and
do.
making, yeah,
Yes,
and
it's very.
nobody calls them football nerds, or
I've
they
never
are.
thought of that.
Yeah,
Oh yes, yeah, very good one. Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, that passed me by. But yes, it's very true. My
yeah.
goodness me, we've rammed an awful lot in about all sorts in the last 20 minutes or so. It's been an absolute joy chatting to you, Jim. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope all the listeners enjoy our little chit chat about all this and that and
Well,
books and everything. So thank you so much
I
for
look
joining me
forward to
this
joining
evening.
your worldwide audience.
Yeah,
And
it's been a joy. Thank you so much.
and we didn't get to talk about cartoons or drawing or anything.
No,
Yeah, there we go.
no,
Thank you for
another time.
enjoying letting me come in and spout rubbish at you. And
No,
see
it's
you.
been very enjoyable, and I've learned a little bit about how to look for books and then pay a tax bill. So
But don't come into my
it
area. Don't come into my town and start looking for books.
no, I won't. No, no, no. It's a bit far for me. But thank you again, Jim. It's been a joy.
Okay. And see you around.
See
Good
ya.
stuff. Okay, bye.